At a place named Katyn, in the Soviet countryside near Smolensk, a Russian peasant made an astounding declaration to the occupying Germans, claiming that the bodies of thousands of lost Polish officers were buried close by in the forest. For Joseph Goebbels, Hitler's loyal minister for propaganda, it was the best news he'd had to work with for some time. After some exploration of the Russian peasant story, the Nazis discovered mass graves of more than 4,200 Polish officers slaughtered by the Soviets back in 1939, when Stalin had been in league with Adolf Hitler rather than the Allies. The Russian position was delicate because, since their defection to the Allied cause after the Nazi invasion of the Soviet Union, Hitler's Operation Barbarossa, the British and Americans still viewed Stalin with great suspicion. Goebbels was quick to condemn the Russians' brutality against the Polish officers, but conveniently omitted to mention the barbaric treatment of the Poles, particularly the Jews, by the Germans. Matters were more difficult still because the toppled Polish government had fled into exile to London in 1939 and wanted the atrocity at Katyn exposed. It took a great deal of diplomatic manoeuvring to keep what had been an uneasy alliance at the best of times intact, but British and US officials managed to prevent what would have been a disastrous split in the Allied position. Nevertheless, the spotlight was destined to remain on Poland, as April gave way to May 1943, with events in the capital Warsaw under German occupation hitting the headlines. Eastern Europe in 1943 held too many secrets and too much horror. As April began, a new gas chamber had been installed at the extermination camp at Auschwitz, one of 6 extermination camps operating on Polish territory.